Happy Thursday, everybody. Here's your update. Big news of the day. The Republicans and the Democrats have reached a deal to avert a government shutdown and to basically push this thing for 2 more weeks. I want you to watch this to see what's going on.
Democrats apparently have struck a deal with the White House to avert a government shutdown. There were a lot of worries that was going to happen. Tram Mai in the studio with what happened. Tram?
Troy, the deal comes just hours after Democrats voted not to advance a funding bill. Now, it's not clear what this deal entails, but Democrats have been pushing for separate funding for the Department of Homeland Security after the 2 deadly ICE shootings in Minnesota. Arizona Senator Ruben Gallego says it's about accountability, while Senate Majority Leader John Thune says they've already made changes for Democrats.
We just saw 2 U.S. citizens get killed by federal law enforcement, and there is nothing happening. There is no investigation about how this happened, why it happened, who gave the orders. Those kinds of things are really important because if these agents understand there's accountability, they're less likely to engage in this type of behavior.
I'm gonna get a little congressional jargon in here, but basically here's the deal. We have 6 appropriations bills. The deal is that 5 of them will pass with bipartisan support. The other one will be the DHS bill. They will not support a long-term bill for that. Instead, what they'll support is a 2-week extension called a continuing resolution. That will last 2 weeks, and basically the same debate that we were having right now will happen in 2 weeks. The difference is that the consequences of not reaching a deal when that passes is not a full government shutdown. It is a shutdown for just DHS. Everything else, the 5 funding bills will fund things for every other department per se, but this will basically keep the conversation essentially on DHS and DHS alone. It's a rather interesting dynamic. I'm not going to lie. I need to read a lot more in terms of what's being proposed, but the main reason, as Senator Gallego was talking about, was that the baseline for funding has already been reached in the big ripoff bill, as we call it. So this is the appropriations process where they're going to fine tune on where exactly dollars are going to different departments. And so the Democrats can essentially put rules on this funding. They can say like, oh, we want a body cam requirement, or oh, we have to unmask officers, or oh, we want to get an investigation into these murders. They can use this for some type of leverage. So we got to be paying really close attention into what happens. We have to make sure that people do not cave, and we have to make sure that we are continuously calling our senators, because here's the deal. The White House did not want this. The White House said that they wanted to pass all 6 bills at one time, and that's just how it was. And the Democrats, would just have to deal with it. That was their position until we saw all of you have flooded thousands of phone calls, and the Republicans have literally realized that this is a really precarious situation for them. They're trying to back off. So ultimately, what I think this is, Republicans are trying to buy time. They want you to forget. They want to be able to vote for this bill in silence, and that effectively you're going to just forget that this even happened in 2 weeks. You can't let them do that. You have to keep the pressure up like you guys have been doing. You got to keep on calling senators, Republican and Democrat. You got to keep on keeping the pressure on, because we cannot have them cave on this. Here's the other thing I wanted to talk about, because this is as insane as it gets. Trump tonight is suing his own government, the Treasury and the IRS, for $10 billion for tax returns that were leaked more than a decade ago. $10 billion. Now, I want you to understand just how absurd this is. He runs the Treasury. That's himself. He runs the IRS. The people that he's going to be working with, the DOJ, to go and fight this whole thing, he runs it. He is literally suing the entities that he runs. His negotiation for a settlement is with himself. It's a grift. $10 billion of your money is what he wants, and to get it, he's negotiating with himself. That's insane. That's insane. And what's even more insane is that none of these spineless, weak, snail Republican leaders in Congress have an ounce of audacity to do anything about it. This guy is about to stick his hand in our tax dollar cookie jar and take money out for himself and the Republicans are going to act like he didn't even do it. How much y'all want to bet that Mike Johnson's going to come up and on Monday when they ask him, he say, "Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see what happened. Oh, did the president did that? Oh, I need to go read." That's what he's going to do. And they won't do anything about it. This is the most corrupt government in history. Healthcare premiums are up 26%. Energy bills are up 13%. But this guy's has got $10 billion to enrich himself. It's insane. If this was anybody else, they'd be impeached. They'd be brought to prison. They would, you know what? If this was Obama, they would literally rename a prison after Obama and stick him in it. That's what's going on right now. And you need to know. That's the big news for the day. Thank you guys for being here. Another thing, I'm going to Disney World tomorrow. So I'm going to be gone for a couple days. So there will not be an update tomorrow, and there will, as always, not be one over the weekend. But I will see you guys on Monday. Keep the faith. As always, God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. I'll see you soon.